Hi y'all, welcome to another makeup video. Today I am going to be turning myself into the Bride of Frankenstein, and I do show you in this video how to do two slightly different versions to be a little bit more accurate to the Bride of Frankenstein from like the 1900s movie, like the movie from 1940 or something, or 1935. Or I show a little bit of a different look and different outfit so that you could be Eunice Stein from Hotel Transylvania if you want to do that. I think that is so stinking cute. I love like the full family Hotel Transylvania costume. So if you're doing that, oh my gosh, so freaking cute. But this is my actual costume, I guess you could say. And this was also a last minute decision. I was completely planning on being Cupid for Halloween to go to an actual Halloween party, but at the very last minute, I was just feeling Frankenstein vibes, like Bride of Frankenstein. I painted my husband up a tiny, tiny bit. He let me do a little bit, and he was, actual Frankenstein, and I was the Bride of Frankenstein. And my kids were Bluey and Bingo. That's what they wanted to be. So we didn't really match at all as a family, but it was a cute little couple's costume and it was really fun. And fun fact, I actually wore my real wedding dress for this look because my wedding dress was about $45 from Old Navy. So I actually got to wear it again. And it was just a cute little white dress with big poofy arms, and I loved it. So anyway, for this, I'm kind of just starting with like a full glam base. I will list all of the products down below, but I know that I use the Wet n Wild Hydrating Primer Serum along with the Wet n Wild Setting Spray as my primer, and then I use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Filter as well as the newer e.l.f. foundation, the Satin foundation. Love it. Love that foundation. I have a whole routine on it, and I'll link it right here and down below if you want to see, but spoiler alert, like I said, I love it. Then I'm using the NYX Fix Stick in the peach shade under the eyes as well as the Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer. And then I'm using my Wet n Wild bronzer and contour sticks to chisel out the face and bronze it up a little bit. And then Eunice Stein from Hotel Transylvania has this really iconic pink blush. For the original Bride of Frankenstein movie, it's in black and white. It's very hard to tell, exactly what color of blush or anything that she would be wearing. So I think a lot of people take artistic liberty with that one. But for Eunice Stein, she is definitely rocking some purple eyeshadow and some pink blush. So that is what we are going to do today. I was using the shade Happy from Rare Beauty, and I mixed it with one of the Rare Beauty highlights. I believe this is the shade Memorize or Mesmerize. I will put it down below, like I said. And I just mix those together to give me a nice glowy, super pinky blush. Kind of go back over my concealer areas and the lid just to make sure that that blush is nicely blended in to the cheek area. And then I'm going to bake my under eye with the pink brightening Morphe loose powder today. Just wanted to keep very pink vibes under the eye. Just feel like this is a super feminine look. I feel like both versions of the Bride of Frankenstein are just really glamorous, iconic women of the horror genre. So I love that. I wanted to keep it very camp, very girly, very feminine, very out there, like somebody that would wear leopard print every day of their life, like Eunice Stein does. She's a queen, so I wanted to like really, really give it my all to go to go all out. So after baking under the eyes, I'm going to start with a pink eyeshadow just to get that blend going and make sure that things aren't pulling too blue to look like a bruise. Like I said, I want to keep this very, very feminine. So I started with one of the lighter pinks in this Revolution eyeshadow palette, and then I'm going in with a medium matte purple shade all over the lid and blending that up into the crease. And then I will also go in with one of the darker purples in these palettes and pack that all over the lid. I'm definitely going for a purple matte smoky eye here. So I just kind of start low and work my way up and make sure everything is nice and blended. These Revolution eyeshadow palettes are so good. They're really, really affordable. If you want a very vibrant eyeshadow that is super good, very blendable, pigmented, lasts really long, and you want it to be affordable, these Revolution palettes are great. Well, I'll list both of them down below just because I was kind of hopping between the two of them, but they're both $15 each. So $30 for that many colorful eyeshadows is still cheaper than like any other rainbow palette that's really good out on the market right now. So I really love them. I've been using them for all of Halloween and they have not let me down one time. They're so good. I'm also using the matte black in this palette to give myself a nice smoky, smudgy eyeliner. Always have to do that. If you normally rock a winged eyeliner, then rock that winged eyeliner. I'm just a smudgy black shadow liner kind of girl, so that is what I'm doing. I am already getting into that Eunice Stein mode and I'm really feeling myself over here. I'm just going to finish off the face. I'm using my Jaclyn Hill Duo for bronzer and blush, and I'm also using a really pink highlight. This one's from Becca. I think it's discontinued, but I'll list the shade down below anyway. I believe I got it from Marshall's a while back after it had already been discontinued, but any highlight or pinky blush that you have, just use that. I'm sure you have something in your collection as well. I'm also going to be bronzing up and contouring the nose, and I am a blushy girl. So after it's all said and done, I also add the Happy shade from Rare Beauty in the powder blush, like their glow mineralized blush. So it's very glowy, very pink, but that's just me. I'm a blush lover. More is more. But you don't have to add as much blush if you don't want to, if you're not really into blush like I am. Now I'm just going to be finishing off the eyes by smoking out the lower lash line with purple, the dark purple, and a little tiny bit of the black shadow. And I'm going to also fill in my eyebrows. I'm going to put on some mascara. I did pluck my eyebrows a little bit thinner than I normally would for this look just because I wanted them to be really intense and really sharp. Obviously, you don't have to do that. You can just fill them in however you are comfortable, but I just wanted to give them a little bit extra oomph and more fabulousness. So that's what I did. Now I'm going to start working on the stitches on the face. So for Eunice Stein, you can do it more accurate to the picture. She does have these along the mouth right here, and then down the chin on the sides of the mouth like this. Hers are basically exactly symmetrical, so you can just base them off of the picture, but I wanted to mix it up a little bit just to have a little bit more fun. And I believe the original Bride of Frankenstein is pretty symmetrical as well. I just wanted to just have a little bit of fun. But I do like the first ones that I did that go from the corner of the lip to the ear, kind of like a contour. I feel like that'll just be overall really flattering. And then I was thinking about going all the way across the forehead, but I decided against it and just wanted to do a little patch up here. And then I just kind of start making stitches along them. I also did one across the neck, and I just started doing the lines like little stitches, and I did some slanted, some straight, some X's. I mixed it up. This is not like a perfect look. This is like technically a monster, so it doesn't have to be perfect. If you don't want it to be, it can be as messy and gory as you want, or as perfect and symmetrical and beautiful as you want. That is the beauty of this kind of look. What I will say with the big lines that I did on my face before the stitches is just to commit. This is going to be an organic look anyway, because you're going to be moving around. There's lines on your face. It's going to be fine. If they're not exactly symmetrical, it'll look way worse if you stop and start a line than if you have a little bit of a wavy line. Does that make sense? So just commit to the line before you do it and just go in one foul swoop, and it'll look so much better. It'll already be taking shape at that point. So then I'm just doing all of the stitches, and then I go back with some purple and I shade along the entire line basically. And then if anything just looks a little bit too faded, I then go back over the little stitches and things with the liner. I kind of wanted that first original line to be a little bit faded in, and then I went and redid some of the stitches just to make them stand out more. And then I also decided that the patch on my forehead and the two triangular patches on my face, I wanted them just to be a little bit more colorful. So I went in and filled those in with a little bit more purple eyeshadow, like actually in the middle of the patch. So it almost looked like I had patches of purple skin sewn in with my normal skin. But again, that is totally up to your creativity. You can make them gray or any color that you want, or just keep them your skin color. That is 100% up to you. If you want to be movie accurate, then you'll want to copy the stitches like the character. And for both of the characters, I believe their skin is just all one color. So it's completely up to you how movie accurate you want to be, or if you want to take some artistic liberties like I did. Now, I think a big indicator of which character you're going to be also is based off of the lip color and then the outfit. So for Eunice Stein, she has just a really nice pink glossy lip going on. So that's what I'm doing here. And then you're going to want to pair that with a black skirt and a purple sweater, preferably a purple sweater that matches your purple headband. And then if you want to do the Bride of Frankenstein, again, the movie is black and white, but a ton of the movie art and just iconic photos and renderings and art that has to do with the original Bride of Frankenstein has her in a bright red lip. So you can go for the red lip with the white dress, and I think that really differentiates the looks at the end of the day. And you can also do the hair a little bit more accurate. I didn't have a wig or anything, and I don't have long hair, so I couldn't give myself that big old beehive thing that Eunice Stein has, and I also couldn't do that big cone honeycomb shape that the Bride of Frankenstein has. So what I did instead was just give myself one white stripe. So Eunice Stein only has one white stripe in her hair, and then the original Bride of Frankenstein has two, one on each side. So again, I was just taking a little bit of an artistic liberty here. You don't have to do that. It is completely up to you. And if you have long hair, you can, as long as you have the white stripe, I feel like it's giving what it needs to give. You can just style your hair down any way that you want. Or, like I said, you can be as movie accurate as you want to be. If you have a white stripe in your hair, I think people will understand what you're trying to do. How I ended up going to the party with a red lip and a white dress, and I also threw on some fake lashes at some point, and I just absolutely love how this came out. I also show at the end of the video how I styled like a Eunice Stein inspired look, but this is me trying to copy when the Bride of Frankenstein is born in the movie. She has this crazy look in her eyes. But yeah, I think this turned out so stinking cute. And this is how I looked for the party. And then this is my rendering of the Eunice Stein look. You definitely need hoops. Bigger the better. These are the biggest ones I have, unfortunately. And then a purple sweater and a black skirt, and you are good to go. Some cute little kitten heels, and you are Eunice Stein. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, let me know down below. Like I said earlier, I will list all of the products that I use down below, as well as my Instagram, my YouTube, my other YouTube channel, and my TikTok if you want to follow me everywhere. And I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye.